If you're someone who wants a successful life, there's one decision that changes everything. Waiting for one day or starting on day one. The difference between the life you dream of and the one you're stuck in comes down to a single choice. Every goal, every breakthrough, every transformation begins with one uncomfortable step. Waiting feels safe, but it keeps you stuck. Starting feels hard, but it builds momentum. The future doesn't arrive, it's created. And it starts with what you do today. These words aren't just meant to inspire you, they're meant to make you take action. In the next few moments, I'll share the mindset shifts that separate the dreamers from the doers. You will learn how to break free from hesitation, rewire your thinking for achievement, and finally silence the distractions that keep you stuck. Most people will keep saying one day, but the few who choose day one, they're the ones who rise, build, and transform their lives from the inside out. One, the power of choice. Every morning you awaken, you face life's most defining decision. Will you approach today as one day, or is today your decisive day one? Through my years studying the world's most successful men and women, one truth stands undeniable. Greatness is never a matter of chance. It is the deliberate result of clear choices consistently made. Consider Thomas Edison, one of history's greatest inventors. He faced thousands upon thousands of failures in pursuit of inventing a practical electric bulb. Mr. Edison understood deeply the power of day one. Every morning he chose anew to persevere, dedicating himself relentlessly to his purpose. What if Mr. Edison had hesitated, postponing action, constantly whispering to himself, one day humanity might still be trapped in darkness, literally and metaphorically. But Mr. Edison knew that waiting for the perfect moment is like standing idly at a station, hoping for a train that simply does not exist. The perfect time is always now. Each sunrise presents you with a fresh blank canvas, inviting your courage and determination. Life does not promise a perfect beginning, only opportunities. These opportunities demand your immediate attention and decisive action. Waiting only weakens your resolve and dims your inner fire. Understand clearly, the greatest risk in life is the decision never made, the opportunity never seized, the dream never chased. I've met countless individuals paralyzed by indecision, waiting endlessly for ideal conditions. But conditions rarely align perfectly. Instead, it is your internal resolve that shapes external circumstances. Every moment spent waiting steals away your most precious resource, time. Time that once gone is irretrievable. Successful people recognize the urgency of now, the immediate necessity of taking determined, focused steps toward their goals. Choosing day one means embracing your dreams with unwavering commitment and burning enthusiasm. It means acknowledging that each action taken today becomes a building block for tomorrow's achievement. Your future is constructed from daily decisions, actions taken in faith, even when the outcome is uncertain. The habit of immediate action, practiced diligently, transforms your ambitions into concrete reality. Decisiveness is a hallmark of great leaders and achievers. Henry Ford once said, "You cannot build a reputation on what you are going to do. The world rewards those who act boldly, those who courageously mark today as day one, seizing each opportunity with passionate intensity." Momentum begins with action, and greatness grows from relentless commitment. Thus, rise each morning with purpose, knowing clearly what you must accomplish today. Break your larger goals into actionable steps and refuse to postpone the vital actions that move you closer to your dreams. Remember, procrastination and delay are thieves that rob you of your potential. Choose decisively, act immediately, and let each day carry you closer to the extraordinary life that awaits your decisive action. Today, let there be no doubt or hesitation. Embrace this moment as the true day one of your life's greatest achievement. Be courageous, be bold, and be relentless. Success favors the determined soul who boldly chooses action over delay. Begin today. Your future self awaits eagerly, watching for the extraordinary results your decisive actions will yield. 2, defining your purpose clearly. Purpose acts as the North Star for every successful journey, illuminating the path through life's uncertain landscapes. In my lifelong study of successful individuals, I've discovered a single powerful truth. Clarity of purpose distinguishes achievers from dreamers. Without clearly defined objectives, your efforts disperse aimlessly, drifting like leaves carried helplessly by the wind. Consider Walt Disney, whose life offers a profound example of purpose realized. From humble beginnings, Mr. Disney envisioned a world where imagination inspired millions. He did not simply wish vaguely for success or wait passively for fortune's favor. Instead, he defined success explicitly, committing himself fully to his vision. His clarity was his strength, transforming obstacles into opportunities and dreams into tangible reality. Today, Mr. Disney's legacy stands as a testament to the power of purpose-driven action. Now, reflect deeply upon your own life. What is your definitive purpose? Ask yourself these crucial questions. Where do I envision myself in 3 years? What legacy do I wish to create and leave behind? What precise steps must I undertake to reach these desired outcomes? Your answers will shape the trajectory of your journey, providing both a compass and a map for your life's voyage. Without clearly articulated goals, you become akin to a ship set adrift without a compass, directionless and at the mercy of life's turbulent storms. Clarity of purpose is your anchor, grounding your decisions and focusing your efforts, ensuring that each action taken brings you closer to your ultimate vision. Every successful person I've studied cultivated an unwavering sense of purpose. Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford, and Thomas Edison each defined their life's mission with razor-sharp clarity, guiding their every choice and fueling relentless perseverance. Purpose generates courage in adversity, resilience in setback, and energy in pursuit. Understand this. Your purpose is your greatest asset. Define it clearly, visualize it vividly, and chase it passionately. Allow your purpose to inspire each action, informing every decision and compelling unwavering commitment. Every day spent without clear objectives is a day squandered, a missed opportunity to advance toward your dreams. The world favors those who know precisely what they want and pursue it with single-minded determination. Your success depends upon your capacity to clearly define your targets and relentlessly pursue them, no matter the challenges encountered. Thus, today, embrace your purpose with absolute clarity. Visualize your goals in explicit detail, letting the clarity of your vision inspire immediate and consistent action. Create concrete steps toward achievement, meticulously planning your pathway. Remember, vague ambitions yield vague results, while clearly articulated goals produce definitive achievements. Your life, your actions, and ultimately your legacy are reflections of your clarity of purpose. Embrace this profound truth, allowing it to guide every decision and empower every effort. The greatness you desire is attainable, but only through precise clarity and purposeful action. Define your purpose boldly today, commit unwaveringly, and watch as the universe conspires to help you achieve your dreams. 3. The magic of resilience. Resilience in its truest form is the alchemy that transforms setbacks into stepping stones. In my many years studying the principles of success, I have found that resilience is not merely a desirable quality, it is an absolute necessity. It is the invisible force that allows you to rise when others remain fallen, to continue forward when all the world whispers that it's time to quit. Every failure, every defeat, every hardship, these are not signs to retreat, but rather divine instruments of instruction. Let us take a lesson from the life of Abraham Lincoln, one of the most inspiring figures in the annals of human history. Before he ascended to the highest office in the land, he faced a succession of failures that would break most men. He lost his mother at an early age, failed in multiple business ventures, suffered the loss of the woman he loved, and endured a string of political defeats that would have shattered the ambitions of any ordinary individual. But Mr. Lincoln was not ordinary. He was resilient. He understood that defeat was not a dead end, but a detour, that failure was not the opposite of success, but a necessary part of it. Each failure became fuel for his growth, a catalyst for his inner transformation. Your own journey will be marked by obstacles. This is not a prediction, it is a certainty. Life, by its very nature, will test your determination. But within each difficulty lies a powerful truth. These challenges are not sent to destroy you, but to prepare you. They refine your spirit, strengthen your will, and elevate your character. When you face hardship, know that life is asking you one simple question. How much do you want it? Resilience is the answer to that question. It is the quiet strength that keeps you standing when the storms of life rage around you. It is the determination that says, I will try again when the world says it's over. And make no mistake, resilience is not born from comfort. It is forged in the fire of difficulty, It is cultivated in moments of despair when giving up seems easier than going on. But those who persist through adversity emerge stronger, wiser, and more prepared to embrace the greatness that awaits. The most successful individuals I have known did not enjoy uninterrupted paths to victory. Quite the contrary, they encountered defeat after defeat, yet their resilience propelled them forward. They understood a timeless principle I have repeated often. Every adversity, every failure, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. This is not mere philosophy, it is a law of nature. But that seed only grows when watered with faith and nourished with persistence. You must begin to see each failure not as an end, but as a message. Ask yourself, what lesson does this setback offer? How can I grow from this difficulty? What new direction is being revealed? The answers to these questions are the bricks with which you build the foundation of your ultimate success. Let resilience become your constant companion. Let it shape your mindset so profoundly that every defeat becomes a doorway to deeper wisdom. When you fall, and you will, do not curse the ground. Instead, bless the lesson. Stand up, dust yourself off, and move forward with greater resolve. Remember, the strongest oak tree in the forest is not the one protected from the wind, but the one that stands in the storm and continues to grow. You have within you the power to endure, to rise, and to conquer. The challenges you face are not punishment. They are preparation. They are proof that your dream is significant enough to require growth. And growth demands discomfort. Welcome it. Rise to meet it. Start today with the unwavering belief that your resilience will transform every possibility into certainty. Let your struggles be the soil in which your greatness takes root. Let every hardship strengthen your conviction. Let every obstacle become an invitation to evolve. For in the end, it is not the absence of failure that defines the successful. It is their refusal to be defeated by it. Be that person. Be resilient. And know this truth as I have come to know it. Your dreams are not just possible, they are inevitable if you possess the resilience to see them through. 4. The influence of self-belief. There exists at the very core of every triumphant man or woman a force so powerful, so unfailing, that it becomes the bridge between dreams and their materialization. That force, dear reader, is self-belief. It is the silent architect of all enduring success, the invisible force behind every skyscraper, every innovation, every empire ever built by human hands. You see, doubt is a cunning thief. It does not shout, nor does it demand. It whispers. It sows quiet seeds of hesitation until a garden of inaction grows where dreams once flourished. I have seen men of great intellect paralyzed by uncertainty, while others of modest ability ascended to heights unimagined, simply because they believed. Take, for instance, the story of Orville and Wilbur Wright. These were not men born into wealth or privilege. No, they were bicycle mechanics with an obsession that bordered on madness, the dream of flight. In an era when man had only ever known the ground beneath his feet, they dared to gaze skyward and declare, "We shall rise." And rise they did, not only through the air, but above every voice that ridiculed them. Their belief in themselves was so potent, so unwavering, that gravity itself could no longer restrain them. Let this be your reminder. No ridicule, no rejection, no failure can defeat the man who believes. Self-belief is the starting point of all riches, all achievements, and all power. Before $1 is earned, before one brick is laid, belief must be planted in the mind. It must take root, it must grow until it becomes unshakable. You must not wait for evidence. Evidence comes after belief, not before. The Wright brothers did not wait for someone to show them it was possible. They became the proof. So too must you move forward with boldness, knowing that your belief is the magnet that draws results into your life. Understand this, your mind is a workshop. Whatever you feed into it consistently, your subconscious will begin to shape and mold into reality. Thoughts become things. Desires, when mixed with faith, become destiny. But doubt is the silent killer. It masquerades as logic, disguises itself as humility, and whispers, "Be realistic." And in obeying it, dreams are buried before they ever take flight. Build, therefore, your inner citadel of belief. Guard it fiercely. Nurture it daily. Speak to yourself as one who expects greatness, not as one who hopes for it. Affirm your capabilities. Visualize your triumphs. Act as if success is not merely possible, but inevitable. Remember, confidence is contagious. The world does not reward the uncertain man. It follows the one who radiates certainty. When your self-belief becomes immovable, you will find people, opportunities, and circumstances aligning as if by magic. But it is not magic. It is the natural law of attraction at work. Burn this into your mind. No man can climb beyond the limits he places upon himself. And no man is kept down when he believes with every fiber of his being that he was meant to rise. The foundation of your dreams is not money, connections, or luck. It is the unshakable belief that you are worthy of them and capable of achieving them. So I charge you now, cultivate that belief. Let it grow wild within you. Let it overpower fear. Let it silence the voices of doubt and defeat. For when you believe, truly, deeply, and unwaveringly, you will begin to see the world bend to your will. In this truth lies your power. In this principle lies your fortune. Believe, and the universe shall respond in kind. 5, pursuing passion unapologetically. Among all the forces that drive mankind toward greatness, there is none so potent, so consuming as passion. It is the inner flame that refuses to be extinguished, no matter how fierce the wind of adversity. Passion is not a fleeting interest, nor a passing desire. It is life's richest fuel. It ignites ambition, sustains effort, and compels the individual to reach beyond the confines of mediocrity. During my lifetime, I have had the rare privilege of studying men who achieved greatness against tremendous odds. And I tell you now, without reservation, that the one trait they shared, the trait which separated them from the herd, was a passion so strong it bordered on obsession. Mr. Edison once said, "I never did a day's work in my life. It was all fun." Why? Because he was consumed by passion. He did not experiment with electricity because it was expected of him. He pursued it because it thrilled his soul. Passion is what kept him awake when others slept. Passion is what made him persist when others surrendered. So I say to you, what is your passion? What is the idea, the craft, the vision that grips your imagination, that stirs your blood, that you would pursue even if no man applauded and no coin was earned? Find it, for within that pursuit lies your purpose. Do not confuse passion with interest. An interest can be set aside, a passion cannot be ignored. It calls to you in the quiet hours. It haunts your daydreams. It urges you forward no matter the cost. The man with passion may lack experience, may lack capital, but he is never truly poor. For he possesses a wealth of energy, and energy directed with purpose is the very essence of power. Consider Madame C.J. Walker, the daughter of former slaves. Born into poverty in the late 1800s, she toiled as a washerwoman, earning barely $1 a day. But she was passionate about beauty, about dignity, about lifting women up. With that passion, she built an empire in the hair care industry, becoming the first self-made female millionaire in America. Her story was not one of privilege. It was one of fiery, relentless purpose. Your passion must become your obsession, not in the destructive sense, but in the creative sense, where it occupies your thoughts, commands your attention, and pulls you toward action. The world does not reward lukewarm efforts. Half-hearted pursuits lead only to frustration. But when you give yourself fully to the calling that stirs your soul, the universe conspires to aid you. You must not wait for permission. You must not seek validation from those who do not understand your fire. Passion, when genuine, does not beg for applause. It demands expression. It does not wait for the perfect time. It creates the perfect opportunity. Let others follow trends. Let others chase security. But you pursue what sets your heart ablaze. For a man who walks in passion walks with power. He need not be pushed, for he is pulled by something far greater than obligation. He is pulled by purpose. Remember this. The man who thrives is the man who listens to the whisper of his soul and answers with boldness. Your passion is not random. It is the divine compass pointing you toward your destiny. To ignore it is to betray the best within you. To honor it is to awaken the giant that sleeps inside. So I say, do not delay. Fan the flame, nurture the spark, give yourself wholly, fearlessly, unapologetically to the pursuit that brings you alive. For passion is the difference between those who merely exist and those who truly live. 6.6, the necessity of goal setting. Dreams alone are not enough. The world is filled with dreamers, but it is ruled by those who dared to set goals. You see, a dream is the seed, but a goal is the root system that grounds it into reality. A dream inspires, but a goal directs. A dream can lift your spirits, but a goal gives your energy a destination. You must understand this. A goal without a plan is merely a wish, fleeting, intangible, destined to evaporate with the morning dew. Wishes are the province of the idle. Goals are the weapon of the determined. Consider the example of Roger Bannister. Before 1954, it was universally believed that running a mile in under 4 minutes was humanly impossible. Even doctors warned that the human body would collapse under such pressure. But Mr. Bannister, he did not accept the consensus. He saw the goal, he believed in it, and more importantly, he planned for it. Every training session, every adjustment in form, every ounce of discipline, these were not acts of random chance. They were steps carved along a clearly defined path. And on that fateful day, Roger Bannister crossed the finish line in 3 minutes and 59.4 seconds, shattering not only records, but limiting beliefs. Mr. Bannister's story is not just a tale of athletic triumph. It is a reminder to every man and woman who dreams of more. Specific, measurable, and actionable goals have the power to bend reality in your favor. Let me ask you, what is your 4-minute mile? What is the impossible standard others have imposed on you? What is the vision you hold in your mind but have not yet dared to bring into focus? A goal, my friend, must be clear. Vague intentions yield vague results. If your goal is to be successful, define it. Do you wish to earn a specific amount of money, build a particular business, learn a certain skill? The more precise your aim, the more powerful your momentum. When the arrow knows its target, the archer can train his focus. Break your goal into steps. This is where clarity becomes strategy. What must be done this week, today, in the next hour? Each small task completed becomes a brick laid on the road to your dream. And do not neglect the deadline. A goal without a time frame is like a boat without a compass, drifting aimlessly. Deadlines inject urgency, a fire in the belly that separates the dreamers from the doers. Track your progress relentlessly. Be honest with yourself. Measure, adapt, refine. The journey to success is not a straight path, but it is one that favors the persistent. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. Without goals, dreams remain distant fantasies, pleasant to think about, but powerless to change your life. But when a dream is tied to a purpose, carved into a goal, and supported by action, then it becomes unavoidable. It becomes your reality. The man who writes down his goals, who creates a strategy, who lives each day in pursuit of his purpose, that man becomes dangerous. Not to others, but to fear, to mediocrity, to doubt. He becomes unstoppable. Today, begin setting precise goals, not tomorrow, not next month, today. Take the first step, draw the vision, set the deadline, map the steps, and then act with the intensity of one who knows the clock is ticking. Because it is. And in the end, your life will either be a masterpiece of intention or a collage of wishes left unfulfilled. The choice is yours. Goals transform dreams into powerful realities. Act now and claim the life that is waiting for you. 7, mastering your mindset. You are what you think about most. This truth, simple yet profound, governs every success story, every tragedy, every triumph, and every downfall. It is not your education, your background, or even your current circumstances that shape your destiny. It is your mental attitude. Your mind is a workshop, and every thought is a tool. With those tools, you are either building the house of your dreams or the prison of your doubts. As I have said many times, thoughts are things. They are the seedlings of future events. Henry Ford, the great industrialist, captured this eternal law when he said, "Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right." Mr. Ford's genius did not begin in an assembly line. It began in the assembly of his thoughts. His vision was not shared by others. Many called him foolish, unqualified, even dangerous. But he refused to think in limits. He refused to feed his mind with doubt. And so he turned that mental attitude into the most powerful automotive empire of his time. If the mind of one man could so completely rewrite the rules of industry, what do you imagine your own mind could accomplish? If only you would believe. Your mindset determines your trajectory. Let me say that again. The path you are on is not dictated by the economy, not by your competitors, not by fate or luck or the approval of others. It is dictated by the dominating thoughts that you allow to take residence in your mind. You must make a choice today, a firm, final choice, to guard your mind like a fortress, nurture positivity, foster optimism, develop unshakable self-confidence, not as vague ideas, but as daily disciplines. The mind is like a garden, and thoughts like seeds. If you do not plant flowers, weeds will grow by default. If you do not cultivate empowering beliefs, negativity will creep in and suffocate your potential. Negative thinking breeds failure. It paralyzes action. It magnifies problems and minimizes possibilities. It turns small setbacks into insurmountable obstacles. But positive thinking, it opens doors. It creates solutions where none seem to exist. It attracts opportunity, commands respect, and fuels perseverance. It makes giants out of ordinary men. But remember, this is not blind optimism. It is not pretending that problems do not exist. It is the habit of directing your focus toward solutions. It is the discipline of asking better questions, of seeing setbacks as setups for comebacks. It is the unwavering belief that you are greater than any challenge you face. You must become the master of your thoughts. Do not let your environment dictate your mental state. Do not let the opinions of others corrode your self-belief. You alone are the custodian of your inner world. The thoughts you dwell on will become the beliefs you hold, the emotions you feel, and the actions you take. And here is the truth. Every great achievement begins in the mind of one individual who refused to accept mediocrity. That individual might as well be you. Start today. Begin with awareness. Monitor your inner dialogue. Listen to your self-talk. When you catch yourself thinking in terms of limits, reframe. Replace fear with faith. Replace doubt with determination. Replace I can't with how can I. Write down affirmations that reflect who you intend to become. Speak them aloud, meditate on them, embody them, and watch how your outer world begins to shift in response to your inner transformation. Your thoughts, your beliefs, your attitude, these are your greatest resources. Not your bank account, not your network. All of those can be lost. But your mental attitude, that is yours alone. It cannot be taken from you, only surrendered by choice. So I urge you, use that power wisely. Build your days upon a foundation of courage and conviction. Discipline your mind to seek the good, to find the lesson, to pursue the goal. Make your mental attitude an ally to your ambition, because once you do, nothing can stop you. Your destiny is shaped not by your conditions, but by your decisions. And the most important decision you can make is to master your thoughts and direct them with intention. From this moment on, let your mental attitude be one of purpose, power, and unshakable belief. The world bends to the will of the focused mind. Begin there, and greatness shall follow. 8, embracing continuous learning. Learning is the bridge from where you are to where you want to be. It is the golden path that carries you from your current circumstances to the fulfillment of your deepest ambitions. No man ever rose to greatness by accident. He learned his way there. The most successful individuals in the world, those who shaped industries, who built empires, who left behind legacies, they all shared one common trait. They were lifelong learners. Let us look at Andrew Carnegie, a man I knew well. Born into poverty with minimal formal education, Mr. Carnegie could have used his circumstances as an excuse, but he chose differently. He committed himself to learning, not once, not occasionally, but daily. He studied people, systems, finance, communication, and strategy. Every book, every conversation, every experience was a lesson. He turned knowledge into capital and capital into influence. From steel mills to philanthropy, his success was rooted in an insatiable hunger to grow. Mr. Carnegie understood this timeless principle. Knowledge is not simply power, it is potential power. Only when acted upon, only when applied, does it become transformational. And this, my friend, is your invitation. You must become a student of life, today, tomorrow, and always. Do not be deceived by comfort or past victories. The man who ceases to learn begins to decline. Complacency is the silent killer of progress. The world is changing rapidly. Industries shift, technologies evolve, ideas emerge. If you do not evolve with them, you will be left behind. I urge you, commit to daily improvement, not in bursts, not in times of crisis, but as a way of life. Each day seek to grow, in skill, in wisdom, in understanding. Read a chapter, study a mentor, reflect on your experiences, test new ideas, challenge old beliefs. Education is the true currency of achievement. It cannot be stolen, it does not depreciate, and it multiplies with use. Invest in it relentlessly, not just in institutions, but in yourself. Every hour spent learning is a seed planted for future opportunity. Your personal growth is not separate from your success. It is the engine that drives it. The stronger your mind, the clearer your vision. The broader your knowledge, the sharper your decision. The deeper your wisdom, the greater your impact. Remember this: the most valuable asset you possess is not your income, not your position, not your possessions. It is your ability to grow. Protect it, nurture it, and above all, use it. Today, begin the journey of deliberate learning, not because you must, but because you can. Every page you read, every lesson you embrace, brings you closer to the life you envision. Learning is not preparation for success. It is success in motion. Step onto that bridge, cross it with intention, and meet the person you are destined to become. 9, adaptability, your greatest strength. One of the most important truths I ever discovered, and one I share with you now, is this: change is the only constant in life. No matter who you are or where you begin, life will test you through the unexpected. Plans will go awry. Circumstances will shift. The winds will change direction. And when they do, your success will not be determined by your intelligence, your connections, or even your resources. It will be determined by your adaptability. The man who learns to adapt becomes undefeatable. He does not fear change, he leverages it. He does not resist disruption, he reads it. He sees not chaos, but opportunity. This is the mental attitude you must cultivate if you are to rise in the world. Look at the life of Thomas Watson, the founder of IBM. Watson did not begin in computers. In fact, the idea of a computing giant was foreign in his early years. But Mr. Watson had something far more valuable than a single idea. He had vision, and the flexibility to change that vision as the world evolved. He adjusted his strategy multiple times, sometimes in the face of failure, other times in response to market demands. Each shift brought new opportunities. Eventually, through countless iterations, he built one of the most legendary corporations in history. Watson's story is not just one of business acumen. It is a demonstration of what happens when a man embraces change rather than fears it. This, I tell you, is a principle of power. You must train yourself to welcome change. Let go of the need for certainty. Instead, anchor yourself in the belief that whatever comes, you will respond with strength. Adaptability is not the abandonment of your goals. It is the adjustment of your methods. Your destination remains, but your path may bend, curve, or climb, and that is perfectly fine. Resisting change leads to stagnation. It breeds frustration, fear, and ultimately failure. But when you meet change with enthusiasm, you open the door to growth. Each disruption becomes a doorway. Each shift a stepping stone. Adaptability fuels innovation. It is what allows the mind to see new solutions. The greatest breakthroughs in history were not born in stability, but in necessity. They were forged in the fire of change. So I urge you, begin cultivating adaptability today. View each unexpected event as a test of your creativity. When plans fall apart, ask, what can I build from this? When markets shift, ask, what new value can I create here? The man who adapts becomes indispensable. He is trusted, sought after, and always ahead of the curve. And most importantly, he becomes resilient. He does not break when storms arrive. He bends, pivots, and moves forward with greater wisdom. Make adaptability your ally. Let it be the muscle you strengthen every day. In doing so, you will find that no change can defeat you, because you are always becoming. This is the essence of lasting success, and it begins with the choice to adapt. Ideas without action are powerless. Action transforms possibility into reality. Think of every successful entrepreneur who acted immediately on their ideas. Immediate action creates momentum, opportunity, and tangible results. Hesitation breeds doubt. Action breeds clarity and confidence. Start now. Your dreams will remain dreams until you act upon them. There is immense power in immediacy. Use today to ignite your journey, knowing that every great achievement begins with someone taking a first fearless step. One day or day one, the decision lies solely in your hands. Choose wisely. Choose action. Choose to begin right now.